into the following autonomic nervous system. Now, autonomic nervous system, as I explained, all these neurons will go to visceral organs. Visceral, vegetative, atomic, all are similar words. Visceral organs like kidney, heart, liver, intestine, blood vessel, sweat glands. All of them are under the control of these things. Now, let us see the differences between somatic and atomic. Unlike somatic, it is not a single neuron in case of autonomic nervous system. Usually, there is something called as ganglion. Understand this word ganglion. Now see, ganglion, this is called as ganglion. It is a collection of cell bodies outside CNS. Collection of cell bodies. You know, a neuron is made up of dendrites, cell body, axon, and neuronal endings. That cell bodies collection, all the cell bodies will collect it at one junction, which is out of the CNS. What is CNS? Brain and spinal cord. Out of the CNS, if collection of cell bodies are there, it is known as ganglion. Ganglion. So this is called a ganglion. So in autonomic nervous system, you will see the presence of the ganglion. So before that ganglion, you have a neuron. This one. This is a ganglion, this is a neuron which is present before the ganglion. After that ganglion, you have one more neuron. So the ganglion which is present before this, the neuron which is present before this ganglion is known as preganglionic neuron. This is preganglionic neuron because it is present before this ganglion. Now the neuron which is present after this ganglion is known as postganglionic neuron. Now see the difference? Somatic, you have only one neuron which is innervating the skeletal muscle. In autonomic nervous system, you have two neurons. The ganglion is there. The neuron which is present before ganglion is known as preganglionic neuron. The neuron which is present after this ganglion is known as postganglionic neuron. Right? So this is the major difference. Now the next one. So unlike somatic nervous system, it is not single neuron. In autonomic nervous system, you know, two neurons are there. Next one. Myelin. See, the somatic neuron is completely myelinated. Whereas in case of autonomic nervous system, the preganglionic neurons are myelinated. Preganglionic neurons are myelinated, but majority of postganglionic are non-myelinated. So preganglion myelinated, postganglion not myelinated. See, there are exceptions out there, but majority case postganglions are not myelinated. So first one is, unlike somatic, it is not a single neuron. There are two neurons out there, preganglionic, postganglion. Second one, myelin is completely present in somatic nervous system, whereas in autonomic nervous system, only preganglionic has got myelinated neurons. Post, next one, no extensive plexus. See, in case of autonomic nervous system, extensive plexus is there. Multiple neuronal connections are there at this visceral organs. Lot of neurons will be going there. In case of somatic nervous system, a muscle will receive a neuron. But in case of autonomic nervous system, heart will be receiving multiple neuronal connections and multiple plexus surfaces. The networking of neurons. The next one. Denervation causes atrophy or paralysis in somatic nervous system. Whereas in autonomic nervous system, it is not like that. Even though this nerve is cut, these organs will have certain autonomic nature. Without nerves also, they can work. In fact, if you remember heart, you know, they don't need any nerve stimulation. It has got its own automaticity. Not only heart, all the organs has got certain level of, it is not complete automaticity, certain level of automaticity. Even though the neuron is cut, they can work as such. I'll give you one example. If you remember, you know about kidney transplant. Kidney transplant, if someone has got problem with kidneys, another person kidney is taken and it is transplanted into this human being. What are they doing? The kidney is completely taken out of a body. All neuronal connections are lost, cut, and they are replaced into another human body. This is possible because even though the neurons are cut, you can transplant it because they maintain certain level of autonomic nature. And after some time, few days, slowly the transplanted human being will, neurons will start innervating that particular kidney. That is the reason why kidney transplant is possible. That is not possible with somatic nervous system. You know, you cannot transplant biceps or triceps. No, it is not possible. The moment you take it off, the muscle is atrophied or died. That is the reason why you have kidney, heart, transplantation is there, not the muscle transplantation. If this is there, all our heroes will get six-pack transplantation. It is not possible. So understand this thing. So somatic has got this thing. Autonomic has got this kind of differences. The other thing, in somatic nervous system, I explained the communication is with the help of a neurotransmitter, and in the somatic nervous system, it is acetylcholine, whereas it acts on receptors, nicotinic muscle receptors. Now, in autonomic nervous system, you have got two junctions are there, one at this ganglion and the other at this artery. Now, at all these preganglionic junctions, at everywhere in this preganglionic junction, the neurotransmitter unanimously is acetylcholine. So all these preganglionic neurons will release a neurotransmitter acetylcholine. Acetylcholine will be acting on receptors, the same kind of receptors. They are nicotinic receptors. But these nicotinic receptors are present on ganglia. Ganglia is a type of neuron. So they are known as nicotinic neuronal receptor. Now see the difference. These are known as nicotinic neuronal, whereas these are known as nicotinic muscular because they are present on muscle. These are present on neurons. Hence the name is given as NN. In certain books, it is also known as NG. Nicotinic receptors present on ganglia. Same thing. Nicotinic receptors present on neuron. Whereas here it is nicotinic receptors which are present on muscle. So the neurotransmitter is acetylcholine. Everywhere you see the same things. Here also, acetylcholine is the neurotransmitter at preganglionic nerve endings. Receptors, nicotinic neuronal or nicotinic ganglionic. Now, at this junction, the neurotransmitters will change. In certain neurons, at this end, noradrenaline is released. Two neurotransmitters are there in autonomic nervous system. Noradrenaline. And at some other neurons, at postganglionic neuron, again acetylcholine is released. So there is a difference in neurotransmitters. So these are all the differences between somatic and autonomic nervous system. Now let me explain it again. See, somatic nervous system, you see all these things. The neurotransmitters acetylcholine will be acting on nicotinic muscle receptors. The neuron is a single neuron. It straight comes like this. It is myelinated, complete myelinated. The use of myelination is neuronal conduction velocity is increased. No plexus are there. Now, nerve damage or denervation results in atrophy or paralysis. This is what happens in paralytic individuals. In autonomic nervous system, you have two neurons are there. A ganglion is there. Ganglion is a collection of cell bodies outside the central nervous system. Now, the neuron which is present before this ganglion is preganglionic neuron. The neuron which is present after this ganglion is postganglionic neuron. So it is not a single neuron. Second one, myelination is there only with preganglionic neuron, not with postganglionic neuron. It is not that all the neurons are myelinated. No, only preganglionic neurons. Next one, extensive plexus occurs. Lot of neuronal connections occurs in case of visceral organs. In the autonomic nervous system, you see extensive plexus. Last one. See, it is not like the denervation will not result in entropy or paralysis. Even after the nerve damage is there, the internal organs will maintain certain level of autonomic nature. They function as such. In fact, in certain cases, hyperactivation occurs because there is no neural stimulation is there. Lot of receptors number will increase and hypersensitivity will be there. Still they can work. That is the reason why we have kidney transplant is there, liver transplant is there. But you cannot transplant the skeletal muscle. No six-plaque transplantation is possible. So these are all the differences. Again, the major difference related to neurotransmitter and receptor. In case of somatic nervous system, the neurotransmitter is acetylcholine, the receptors are nicotinic muscle receptors. In case of autonomic nervous system, at all preganglionic neuron, unanimously the neurotransmitter is acetylcholine. And at all preganglionic neurons, the receptors are nicotinic neuronal receptors, which are present on this ganglia. So this neuron releases acetylcholine, it acts on the nicotinic receptors present on ganglia. Here also the same. The difference is at postganglionic neurons, you have two different kinds of neurotransmitters, noradrenaline, acetylcholine. Now again, receptors are also different. In case of noradrenaline, the receptors are alpha and beta. In case of acetylcholine, the receptors are muscarinic receptors. So this is the difference. The neurotransmitter, noradrenaline, when it releases, it acts on alpha and beta. whereas the neurotransmitter acetylcholine will be acting on muscarinic receptors. This is the differences between somatic and autonomic. Now let us see the branches in autonomic nervous system. In autonomic nervous system, you have sympathetic and parasympathetic system.